everyone. Welcome to Mini Car Madness, brought to you by Underground City Diecast Racing. We have a good race for you today. We have Alpha Pursuit, Hako Type D, Terratractyl, and Formula Solar all competing to make it to round one of Mini Car Madness Season 1. The rules are simple. You get 5 points for coming in first, 3 points for coming in second, 2 points for third, 1 for fourth, and 0 points if you do not finish. The car with the most points at the end of 4 races moves on to the next round. If none of the cars finish the race, then no cars get points. The winner of today's race will be joining the Hyper Truck, Maximum Leeway, 16 Angles, and Flippin' Fast in the first round of Season 1 of Mini Car Madness. Let's go ahead and get to the track. Alright, here we go for race 1. We have Alpha Pursuit in the pole position. There they go. We have Formula Solar taking the lead. All cars kind of close. We lost one. We lost one on the jump. Hako did not make it over the jump. Just look at that. Just smashes right into the track right there. And we lost him. Let's get closer. And there he just does not make it. Formula Solar in the lead, followed closely by Terratractyl in second. Formula Solar down the slope into the final turn, into the straightaway, and across the finish line, followed by Terratractyl. So we have our first and second place cars. We did lose one. Where's the remainder? Where's Alpha Pursuit? Still looking. I think it's further up on the track. And there we can see Alpha Pursuit lost it over the mini jump and just landed on its roof. Alright, let's go to the scoreboard. Alright, we had Formula Solar come in first place and taking home 5 points. Terratractyl came in second place and is getting 3 points. Alpha Pursuit and Hako did not finish the race, so neither of them will be getting any points. So Formula Solar is in the lead with 5 to Terratractyl's 3. Let's go ahead and get ready for race 2. Alright, here we go for race 2. We have Hako in the pole position. There they go. All 4 cars tied going into it. Hako in the lead through the crossover. Hits the jump first, and it rolls it on the jump. It did not make the jump, just landed and rolled right over. So did Alpha Pursuit. We lost both of them. Now we have Terratractyl pushing through, taking the lead into the city view, going backwards, down the slope and into the final turn, into the straightaway, and across the finish line for 5 points. Here comes Formula Solar into the straightaway, slowly, curving around, and it will cross the finish line in second place and take home 3 points. I don't believe any of the other cars are going to make it. Both Hako and Alpha Pursuit did not land the jump. So you can see Alpha Pursuit on its roof right there. And there is Hako. So let's go ahead and go to the scoreboard and tally up the points after race 2. So again in race 2, the only finishers we had were Terratractyl taking home 5 and Formula Solar taking home 3. So we have a tie after 2 races between Formula Solar and Terratractyl at 8. And then we have a tie between Alpha Pursuit and Hako with 0, as neither of them have finished either race. Let's go ahead and get into race 3. Here we go for race 3. We have Terratractyl in the pole position, getting ready to go, and they're on. Terratractyl in a little bit of a lead, going into the crossover, followed by Formula Solar. Both cars are top, and Terratractyl lost it and just righted it. Hako just righted Terratractyl. You can see just on its side after the jump and gets pushed right over, back onto all fours. But Formula Solar is now in the lead. But just look at that, just knocked over on its side and then righted for the rest of the race. So here we go. We had Formula Solar being followed by Hako down the slope. Formula Solar into the straightaway and across the finish line first, followed by a reversing Hako, followed by Alpha Pursuit, and here comes Terratractyl in fourth. But after landing on its side, it is lucky to get any points at all. So let's go to the scoreboard and tally up the points after race 3. So after 3 races, we have Formula Solar in the lead with 13 points, followed by Terratractyl with 9, Hako with 3, and Alpha Pursuit with 2. We still have a race between Formula Solar and Terratractyl. Let's go ahead and get ready for the 4th and final race. Okay, we have Formula Solar in the pole position, right where it wants to be for this final race. There they go, Formula Solar in the lead into the crossover and into the second turn. Hits the jump first, off the jump. We lost Hako and Terratractyl's on its side. We have Alpha Pursuit trying to take on Formula Solar. Formula Solar going down the slope. And what just happened? Where did Terratractyl come from? It just stopped the race. Just landed on its roof into the final turn. just stopped Formula Solar right in its tracks. We have Alpha Pursuit, who got stuck at the top of the slope. This did not make it down the slope. And we can see Hako just sitting there on its roof, not finishing the race. Well, let's go to the scoreboard. Well, in Minicar Madness, we do not redo any races, so none of them will get any points in race 4. So with 13 points, Formula Solar will take first place. With 9 points, Terratractyl will take second, Hako will take third with 3, and Alpha Pursuit will take fourth with 2 points. So let's go ahead and congratulate our winner, Formula Solar, who will be moving on to the first round of Minicar Madness, where they will be joining the Hypertruck, Maximum Leeway, 16 Angles, and Flippin' Fast in Season 1, Round 1. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll catch you guys on the next Minicar Madness. Hi everyone, welcome to Minicar Madness, brought to you by Underground City Diecast Racing. Today we have Pass and Go, Hollerback, Roger Dodger, and High Voltage, all competing to make it into round 1 of Minicar Madness. The rules are simple. You get 5 points if you come in first, 3 points for second, 2 points for third, and 1 point for fourth. No points if you do not finish. At the end of 4 races, the one with the highest score will move on to round 1 of Minicar Madness, where they will join the Hypertruck, Maximum Leeway, 16 Angles, Flippin' Fast, and Formula Solar in round 1 of Season 1 of Minicar Madness. Let's get to the track. Alright, we have High Voltage in the pole position. And there they go. High Voltage is in the lead, being pushed by Roger Dodger around the first turn into the crossover. Hits the jump first. Roger Dodger spins around. Look at that landing though. High Voltage just taking it over the mini hop and around into the city view. Roger Dodger catching up down the slope, but it's going to be High Voltage over the finish line right before Roger Dodger, followed by Hollerback. Where is Pass and Go? Trying to find where Pass and Go went to. Let's go ahead and switch cameras. And there we can see Pass and Go flipped over after the mini hop and is just lying there on its roof. Let's go ahead and get to the scoreboard. So after race 1, we have High Voltage in the lead with 5 points, followed by Roger Dodger with 3, Hollerback with 2, and Pass and Go has 0 as he did not finish the race. Let's go ahead and get started on race 2. And here we go for race 2. We have Roger Dodger in the pole position. And there they go. Roger Dodger's slight lead being followed by Hollerback. Into the crossover. Roger Dodger still in the lead. Hits the jump. It doesn't hit it though. It just fell off the track. Hollerback is in the lead now. But Roger Dodger just fell off the track. It landed, flipped right over onto his roof and over the side. Here we go again. Super slow, super close. Just watch it fall right there off the track. And Hollerback takes the lead into the city view. Not many cars behind it, down the final slope, into the last turn, and into the straightaway, and Hollerback is going to take race 2. Here comes Pass and Go slowly, and it just got smashed by High Voltage! And they just both stopped. Those cars not happy with each other. They are stopped over by the Sky Bridge. Hollerback came in first, and we lost Roger Dodger over the side of the track. There you can see it just hanging out by itself, but hey, it landed on all 4s. So after 2 races, we have Hollerback in the lead with 7 points, followed by High Voltage with 5, Roger Dodger with 3, and Pass and Go still has not finished, so they have 0 points after 2 races. Let's go ahead and get ready for race 3. Alright, here we go for race 3. We have Hollerback in the pole position, and they are off. Roger Dodger off to a lead into the first turn, competing with High Voltage right behind it. Over the jump, and oh, we lost Roger Dodger over the jump, just landed on its roof. Hollerback trying to push through, and Pass and Go just passed on the inside, and Hollerback just passed again on the outside in the city view. Look at this, Pass and Go did its name, and then Hollerback just takes it back. Down the slope, into the final turn, and into the straightaway. Hollerback is going to take this race with another 5 points. Here comes High Voltage in second, crossing the finish line. Where did Pass and Go go? I thought they would have finished by now. There's Roger Dodger on its roof again after Hollerback just pushed it through half the track. And Pass and Go, where's Pass and Go started grinding the rail down the slope and did not finish. So we have another DNF for Pass and Go. Let's go to the scoreboard. After 3 races, we have Hollerback in the lead with 12 points, followed by High Voltage with 8, Roger Dodger with 3, and Pass and Go still has 0, has yet to finish a race. High Voltage still has a chance to pull it out. Let's go ahead for race 4. Welcome back for the 4th and final race. We have Pass and Go in the pole position, and there they go. Hollerback jumps out to a lead. Pass and Go retaking it into the crossover. Pass and Go hits the jump first. All 4 cars over the jump. Look at this handstand by Hollerback. Just lands, goes vertical, and then lands it again on all 4, spins around so that way you can watch everyone trying to follow it. Now we're going into the city view. Hollerback in the lead, into the slope, going into the final turn, hits the straightaway, and Hollerback will go ahead and take race 4, followed by Roger Dodger. Here comes Pass and Go. And Pass and Go spins out into the final straightaway and will not finish. We will go ahead and find where we have High Voltage. And there's High Voltage spun out right behind the towers, so they won't get any points for this round either. So let's go to the scoreboard. And our winner is going to be Hollerback with 17 points, followed by High Voltage in second with 8, Roger Dodger in third with 6 points, and Pass and Go will complete the dirty sweep with 0 points, having never finished. So let's go ahead and congratulate Hollerback for moving into the first round of Mini Car Madness, where they will be joining the Hyper Truck, Maximum Leeway, 16 Angles, Flippin' Fast, and Formula Solar. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Underground City Diecast Racing, and we'll catch you on the next episode of Mini Car Madness. Hi everyone, welcome to Mini Car Madness, brought to you by Underground City Diecast Racing. Today we have a good one for you. We have Bedlam, Cyber Speeder, Rip Rod, and Supercharged, all competing for a chance to join the others in round 1 of season 1 of Mini Car Madness. The winner of today's race will join the Hyper Truck, Maximum Leeway, 16 Angles, Flippin' Fast, Formula Solar, and Hollerback in round 1 of season 1. As always, there will only be 4 races. Car with the most points at the end of 4 races will move on. You get 5 points for coming in first, 3 for second, 2 for third, 1 point for fourth, and no points if you do not finish. Let's go ahead and get to the track. Alright, here we go for race 1. We have Bedlam in the pole position, and they're off, neck and neck with Supercharged. Bedlam taking a little bit of a lead into the crossover, into the second turn, hits the jump, all 4 cars over the jump. Look at that, they all made the jump. Bedlam still in the lead, hits the mini hop, going to the next turn into the city view. Supercharged coming over. Supercharged makes the pass! Just made the pass! Look at this! This comes right into the inside lane, takes over and takes the lead down the slope into the final turn and into the last straightaway and across the finish line, followed by Bedlam, Cyber Speeder, and Rip Rod at the end. All 4 cars finished the race, but that pass by Supercharged on Bedlam, oh my god, thing of beauty. Love to see it. Let's go to the scoreboard. Here we can see Supercharged has the lead with 5 points, followed by Bedlam with 3, Cyber Speeder with 2, and Rip Rod with 1. Let's go ahead and get ready for race 2. Here we go for race 2. We have Rip Rod in the pole position, and they're off. Rip Rod being pushed by Cyber Speeder into the lead. Just got a boost of speed, taking a big lead into the crossover. Hits the jump. It rolls it on the jump. Look at that. Just rolls over, wheels up. And all the cars, it just righted itself and just got smashed by everyone else. All the cars just smashed into it. Cyber Speeder is upside down. Supercharged is on its side. But Rip Rod's still going into the city view, down the turn, into the slope, and into the final turn. Rip Rod is going to take this one home. There's no one behind it, and it crosses the finish line. That's going to be 5 points to Rip Rod. Here comes Bedlam, and Bedlam will not make it. Gets held up under the sky bridge. So let's go ahead and go to the scoreboard. Alright, after 2 races, we have Rip Rod in the lead with 6 points, followed closely by Supercharged with 5. Bedlam takes up third with 3, and Cyber Speeder in last with 2. After 2 races, it is still anyone's race. Let's go ahead and get ready for race 3. Alright, here we go for race 3. We have Cyber Speeder in the pole position. It's still anyone's race, and they are going. we have Cyber Speeder in the lead. Rip Rod trying to come up. Cyber Speeder's going to hit the jump. Oh, we lost one. We lost Supercharged in the jump. Just right there, just smashed right into the front of the jump and fell off the track. The rest of the cars still on their way. Rip Rod in the lead. Cyber Speeder just spun out. Rip Rod turns sideways. Cyber Speeder gets pushed through by Bedlam. Cyber Speeder down the slope. Final turn. And it looks like Cyber Speeder's going to cross the finish line. Here comes Bedlam in second place. And it looks like Rip Rod got stuck somewhere out by the Sky Bridge. It got stuck at the end of the last turn. And we also lost short. You can see Supercharged right there next to the lake. So let's go ahead and get to the scoreboard. We only had 2 cars crossing the finish line in this one. Alright, let's go to the scoreboard. After 3 races, we have Cyber Speeder in the lead with 7. Tied for second, we have Bedlam and Rip Rod. And in last place, we have Supercharged. This is still anyone's race. There's only 2 points separating first and last. So let's go ahead, get to race 4, and see which one of these 4 cars are going to be moving on to Season 1, Round 1 of Minicar Madness. Alright, here we go for race 4. The race to win them all, to see who moves on to the next round. And they're off. We had Supercharged in the pole position. Slight lead into the crossover, into the second turn. Hits the jump, and we lost Cyber Speeder. We lost Cyber Speeder on the jump. Just flipped right over. All 3 cars got around it. Supercharged just getting pushed by Rip Rod and freed. Bedlam just knocked it loose. We have Supercharged into the slope. Going to take the lead into the last turn, and then coming towards the finish line, and Supercharged will take the win in race 4. Here comes Rip Rod in second, and here comes Bedlam. Bedlam is going to get stuck under the Sky Bridge again. So right now we have Rip Rod and Supercharged picking up some good points in race 4. There you can see Cyber Speeder upside down after the mini hop. So let's go to the scoreboard and calculate the points to see who is going to win this race. At the end of 4 races, we have Supercharged taking the win with 10 points, followed by Rip Rod with 9 in second, Cyber Speeder with 7 in third, and Bedlam with 6 in fourth. This means our winner today is going to be Supercharged. So go ahead and congratulate Supercharged as they move on to round 1 of Season 1 of Minicar Madness, where they will be joining the Hyper Truck, Maximum Leeway, 16 Angles, Flippin' Fast, Formula Solar, and Hollerback. Thank you all for joining. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next episode of Minicar Madness. Welcome back to Minicar Madness by Underground City Diecast Racing. Today we have Small Block, Mock It Go, Track Ripper, and Verstrike all competing to see who will be the last car to make it into round 1 of Season 1 of Minicar Madness. The winner of today's race will join the Hyper Truck, Maximum Leeway, 16 Angles, Flippin' Fast, Formula Solar, Hollerback, and Supercharged in round 1. The rules are simple. 5 points for first place, 3 points for second, 2 for third, 1 for fourth, and 0 points if you do not finish. Car with the most points at the end of 4 races will move on to round 1 of Minicar Madness. Let's get to the track. Alright, in race 1 we have Small Block in the pole position. And there they go. Small Block in the lead. Next to Verstrike, Small Block taking a bigger lead into the crossover, into the second. Hits the jump, over the jump. Look at that, nice air, lands it well. Into the next turn, over the mini hop, taking the lead into the city view. Has a pretty big lead behind it. Down the slope into the final turn and hits the straightaway. Small Block will take first place in race 1 for 5 points, followed by Track Ripper coming in second. Let's see where the other cars are. There we can see Mock It Go at the top, and there's Verstrike flipping over after the mini hop. So we're only going to have the first 2 cars getting points. You can see Mock It Go got stuck right behind the towers. So let's go to the scoreboard. After race 1, we have Small Block in the lead with 5 points, followed by Track Ripper in second with 3 points. Mock It Go and Verstrike both have 0 points as they did not finish. Let's go ahead and get ready for race 2. Alright, here we go for race 2. We have Mock It Go in the pole position, and they're off back and forth between Mock It Go and Small Block going into the crossover. Mock It Go has a lead. Cars over the jump. All cars make the jump. It looks like Small Block got hung up on the landing right there. He just got caught up on the rail and got hit by Verstrike. Pocket Go spinning around. Track Ripper pushes past. Track Ripper just passed it. Look at this pass. Just pushes right past Pocket Go and into the lead. Nice pass right there down the slope and into the final turn. Track Ripper coming in the lead, and it'll cross the finish line for 5 points. Here comes Pocket Go, not going to make it. Gets a little push, and Verstrike crosses over at the end for second place. Pocket Go right there at the finish line, but did not cross over. And there you can see Small Block isn't far away either, but only Track Ripper and Verstrike cross the finish line for places 1 and 2. So let's go ahead and get to the scoreboard and see the updated scores. After 2 races, we have Track Ripper in the lead with 8 points. Small Block is in second place with 5. Verstrike is in third place with 3. And Pocket Go is in fourth place with 0 points, as he has not finished a race yet. Let's go ahead and get ready for race 3. Here we go for race 3. We have Track Ripper in the pole position, and they're off. Track Ripper in the lead going into the first turn, getting a bigger lead into the crossover, hits the jump, perfect landing. Look at this landing, just lands it, keeps going, doesn't lose any speed, hits the mini hop, gets some good air off of that into the city view, going down the turn. What just happened? Small Block? What just happened? Track Ripper has in the lead, just random Small Block just sitting there on the track. Track Ripper pushes past it, going into this last straightaway, and will stop under the sky bridge. There we can see it will not finish. Where are the rest of the cars? How did Small Block get there? Just sitting there upside down ahead of it in the track. Not sure what happened. Let's go to the review. We can see there's Small Block. It looks like Verstrike might have pushed it off the track and it landed on a lower level. There you can see Verstrike and Pocket Go just stopped after the mini hop. Let's get to the scoreboard and see how that is looking before race 4. After 3 races, we still have no change for race 3, so we still have Track Ripper in first with 8 points, followed by Small Block with 5, Verstrike with 3 in third, and 0 for Pocket Go. We still have a race between Track Ripper and Small Block, and if they don't get any points, Verstrike does still have a chance to tie it. Let's go ahead and get ready for the 4th and final race. Let's get ready for race 4. We have Verstrike in the pole position, and they're off. There they go. Verstrike in the lead into the first turn, being pushed by Track Ripper. In the lead going to the next turn, over the jump. And we lost Track Ripper! We lost Track Ripper, just fell off the track, and Verstrike did not make it. Verstrike did not make the jump, but we just lost Track. Look at Track Ripper just smashed right into it. Let's get in close. There you can see it just smashes into it, falls off the track, and the other cars just pushing past Verstrike. Are we able to? Small Block trying to get past it, does get past it, but doesn't have enough speed going into the city view. Small Block slowing down, and it gets stopped right behind the towers. It looks like we're going to have another quadruple DNF. You can see Pocket Go stop before the mini hop, and on the bottom down there you can see Track Ripper just upside down, and there's Verstrike. So it looks like no cars are going to finish race 4. So let's go ahead and get back to the scoreboard and see what the final scores are going to be for this race. Alright, so as we've had no finishers for the last 2 races, we will have Track Ripper taking the win with 8 points, followed by Small Block in second with 5, Verstrike in third with 3, and Pocket Go will complete the dirty sweep with 0, having not finished any of the races. So let's congratulate Track Ripper, your winner tonight for Round 1 Qualifier 8. Will be moving on to Round 1 of Season 1 of Mini Car Madness, where they will be joining the Hyper Truck, Maximum Leeway, 16 Angles, Flippin' Fast, Formula Solar, Haulerback, Supercharged in Round 1. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next episode of Mini Car Madness.